Hello everyone, in front of the Fouleard here with the fusion plan for Tholin Foulbeard. So I'm going to give you some advice on how to do the fusion, and then I'll also tell you how I'm going to do the fusion. So that being said, let us go look at this, which is the fusion calendar. So in the fusion calendar, as you can see, am I on the right thing? Well, yes, good. So on the fusion calendar, as you can see, Dungeon Divers event and Spider tournament are already out. And by the time this video goes up, Summon Rush is going to be out because it just started, actually, because I'm really delayed on this. I'm sorry. So you should be doing these two together. Now, once Spider tournament is done, because you should still be having more Dungeon Divers to do for Spider tournament, try to do the event dungeon to finish off Dungeon Divers. If you have a 2 or 3 team that can do stage 20, you can use 2 food for event dungeon. So do the event dungeon, Dungeon Divers, and training tournament to finish that out. Use shards, obviously, to get champion training tournament. So these two will also connect. Now, depending on how many shards you have at your disposal, or if you're using other things, such as because this is a summon rush, this is only going to count shards. So do not use something like, what is it? Fragment summons. That will not count for this. The permanent summons will not count. However, if you do this, the higher summon rush, you'll be able to skip 4 events. Because remember, this is a classic fusion, which means in order to summon Tholin, you need to do all 16 events because each one drops rare. However, if you do the full summon rush to get to the epic, well, not full, because you're not going to have to do everything to get the epic, but the epic will be in the middle of it. If you go up to get this epic, you can skip 4 of these events. Personally, for me, I'm going to go for the summon rush, skip the 3 gear enhancements because I enjoy saving my silver for personal reward CVC or other gear enhancement events that seem beneficial. And then I'll have one other thing I can skip. If you do not have a lot of shards, going for this would be helpful because you can do the summon rush, get the epic, and then skip, let's say, the champion training tournament and the champion chase tournament. Those are really annoying for you. So what I'm going to do is Dungeon Divers and Spider. I'm almost done with the Spider tournament already because it's been a day into the fusion. Once Spider tournament is done and Dungeon Divers is still going, I'm going to go to the event dungeon because I need a lot of pinpoint gear. Once I'm done with the Dungeon Divers, I'm going to summon a ton of champions from Summon Rush, do champion training. Now, the reason why I'm not double dipping is because I probably won't be able to do a 3-man team for the Summon Rush, but I'm going to be farming oil. I have a Sand Devil team. It is somewhat slow, but it uses 1 champion and I can have 4 food on it. So I'll be able to farm oil while I do champion training. Once the gear enhancement and classic arena event come up, just do them as soon as you can. There's no need to wait. Unless you get Summon Rush and are skipping one. Now, Ice Golem, do not do this right away. See right here how there's a block? This block is not going to give you any reward. So obviously, if you have excess energy and you're someone like myself who never goes over the 130 cap and just spends energy while you can, but saves the things that go to your inventory, do that energy, but do not spend any gems, any energy that you've saved. Try to save it, and then use all of it once the Dungeon Divers comes up. That way, you can double dip in both. Tournaments usually are a lot easier than the event. This event is actually going to be a little more difficult because there's not 2 tournaments to do. You have to solely do Ice Golem. So once you're finished with these 2, you'll have gear enhancement. Get that done whenever. Save the energy from this gear enhancement and this gear enhancement for the retrospective tournaments. So here you'll probably get 50 and 200 energy because they usually do 2 different energy drops. save those for the Dragon Tournament, the Dungeon Divers Tournament. So try to claim it right here, so you can get it near the Dungeon Divers Tournament, or it may go to your inventory, so you can just wait to claim it from your inventory once this Dungeon Divers event comes up. So you can double dip again. Try not to do Dragon in this period. Wait for the Dungeon Divers event to come up, grind until you're done with the Dragon Tournament, do a few more Dungeon Divers. If you have a team that can duo, say Dragon 20, or even a hard some account, because if you're a Kraken, you maybe can solo hard 10 with one champion, you can triple dip. You can do Dungeon Divers, champion training, and the Dragon Tournament, which would be very beneficial. I'll probably do a double. My Ninja and Python can solo Dragon, or can duo Dragon 20, so I'll probably do that. And then so I can get 3 of them done. And then obviously, once you get the Dragon Tournament done, keep going until you get Champion Training Tournament done. And then obviously start Fire Night the moment it comes up. Classic Arena, no point to wait in that tournament. Just get it done the moment it starts, because there's really no reason to wait for something else. So that's pretty much how mine's going to go. I will post another video in a day or two about my Sand Devil team. I'm going to have 2 videos, because I have one somewhat fast Sand Devil team that's a minute, and then my food Sand Devil team that's like 4 minutes, which is slow, but the fact that I can get oil while doing champion training is very good for me. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Tell me if this video is helpful for you. Are you going with this fusion? Are you not? I've heard a few people in the cluster I'm in actually say he does not seem that strong. They said he seemed a little underwhelming. I'm going to go for him either way, just because he sounds nice. Also, one last thing. We do not know what the next CVC is going to be, because as you can see, CVC, I think, it's about to disappear. Which means that we still have, so that means CVC was the 4th or 3rd. So if we do 7 days, 10 days is here, another 7 days. Another 7 days will be the 17th here. So next CVC should be Tuesday and Wednesday. So if it is another personal reward CVC, because they do sometimes do them back to back, I would not summon him until CVC comes out if it is personal rewards. If it is a non-personal rewards and your clan does not care about that and likes to tank, like mine tries to, then I'd really suggest summoning him before CVC, because there is a time limit on summoning him real quick. If you luck, you have a week and 6 days, so keep a watch out of that. You should be able to summon him before CVC ends, because there's no way they would take him away when the event's still here. So if it is the personal reward CVC, that is a good added 20,000 points for a new legendary, but something to keep in mind. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Tell me what you're doing down below. I'd love to know. Are you going for this fusion? Does he seem meh for you? Unfortunately, he is not Fragment Champion at all. So if you're trying to get Mowed, he will not help you with that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone. Take care all. Peace.